Hi guys, this is my next video on my channel. I have decided to do a makeup tutorial because I haven't done one in ages and I want to get back into them. I have done this as my kind of everyday makeup routine because I've kind of been sticking to a real regular routine at the moment, and I thought I'd share it on my channel, see what you guys think. So this is the kind of finished look. It's kind of a naked 3 eyeshadow, kind of purpley eye with the nude lips, which you will see what these lips are at the moment, but it is a great dupe for the Velvet Teddy MAC. So if you're interested in that and the rest of the face look, then keep watching and I hope you enjoy it. So the first part of my makeup routine will be my foundation. I am addicted to the MAC Studio Fix. I've tried everything. I've tried really everything else and nothing for me compares to this. The colour and the texture of it really works nicely on my skin. So what I'll do is I'll apply a kind of small pump to this Real Techniques foundation brush and just apply it to the whole of my face. So for this kind of everyday look, I don't tend to use any concealer and I don't use any kind of contouring palettes or anything, and I kind of go straight to the Benefit SugarBomb. Now, I've mentioned this in 2 videos now and I do love it. I just kind of smudge together all the different colours in there, tap it and just apply it gently to the tops of my cheekbones here. I just think it gives it a real nice corally colour, so I give quite a thick coating of that on the tops there, and then slowly just kind of brush it on my face, almost using it as a setting powder as well, and just slightly over everywhere, but giving that real load of powder on the tops of my cheekbones. Once I've added this Benefit product, I then go on top with the MAC Soft and Gentle. I absolutely love this and I rave about this in so many videos. I just think it's really beautiful and a subtle, nice shimmery highlight. I use the Real Techniques blush brush and just tap that on top of the kind of peachy corally. I just think the combination together works really nicely, and this brush is perfect for it because it gives it a real nice light dusting. Now for every day I'd kind of use kind of a small amount, dab it on my eyes a little bit. If I was going out, I'd then apply quite a heavier layer. For my bronzer, I then move on to the Hoola by Benefit. I just swear by this bronzer. I think it's a really nice colour and I just think it works really nicely with the other products I've got on my cheeks. Now I do quite a thick layer, really concentrating on this kind of specific area, giving quite a harsh line at first, and then I'll slowly circle the brush over my cheeks, kind of mixing it in almost to the highlights, and then almost brushing it down just to create that real depth here to the face. And I'm just going to do the same to the other side, blending that in. Now if this is too harsh for you, go over with a kind of empty brush, thick brush, and just work that in as well. That's going to really help it to blend in as well, but still keeping that bronzed look. Now my all-time favourite eyebrow product at the moment is the Anastasia Beverly Hills DipBrow Pomade. I have the colour medium brown and I'm just using an angled brush. This specific brush is from ilovebrows.com, but I mean any sort of angled brush like this is going to give you a really precise look, which I think you need with this, because if you use a bit of a thicker brush it's quite hard to apply. And I'm just going to apply this into the parts of my brows that have slight gaps. I'm going to run it on the underneath first, just creating that under shape like so. And I'm then going to go on the top half of my eyebrow and I'm going to run the product slightly over the tops of my eyebrows because I think it looks so much nicer when the product is slightly over the hair because you don't really want any showing or poking out on top of this. So once I've got this top and bottom kind of arch, which is the way I've kind of done my eyebrows in all my videos, just using different products, whatever I'm doing, I'll then go in and fill the insides of the brows. Then once I'm happy with this kind of edge here, I then move on to the inner part. Now, I'm trying at the moment, even though there's not much hair here in the middle, I'm trying to create that kind of gradient look. So what I find is if I don't put any more product on the brush and just use what's left over to just create a real faint line. Down the front of the brow, on the top and the bottom again, and then just fanning up the brush into the hairs. And then what I'll do is just repeat this step on the next eyebrow. My next step would then be my eyeshadow. The Naked 3 palette is my kind of go-to everyday makeup look for eyeshadow. I tend to stick to a kind of same pattern with what I do with my eyeshadow. I find because I have green eyes, the kind of subtle purpley colours of the Naked 3 palette really go with my eye colour. I just use the fat end of the Naked palette brush and I just dab it in the colour Limit and just apply this all over the eyelid. Now once I've applied those, I will then go into my brows with a dusting of the colour Strange. It's this kind of white colour on the end, and I just use that on the underneath of my eyebrows because for my everyday routine I'm not really contouring and I'm not using any specific highlight under the brows, so I'm just adding this colour to just highlight and emphasise the under part and just to give it a slight shimmer as well, but not too over the top. And then drag that down so it slowly blends with the colour I've applied to the whole of the lid. Now once that's done, I go back in with the smaller end of the brush in the colour Nuna, which is a kind of, it's almost like a purpley brown I'd say, and I just add that. Now what I find is a little thing, and I know this is going to be really long, but I have quite hooded eyelids, which is where the mobile lid is really small, so when I apply darker shadow to my crease, I just tend to apply it a bit higher up than the actual crease to try and give the illusion that my eyes are a bit bigger. So that's just a slight tip if you do have hooded eyes. If you have nice big eyelids, then you won't have to worry about this. So just adding that slightly higher than you normally would for a normal eyelid, and then going in with a blending brush to blend that all out. So taking my blending brush, I'm just going to blend that kind of darker colour up towards here, the brow bone, just so you don't get too much of a harsh line. You just want that crease of your eyelid to have some kind of depth. And then I will repeat this step on the other eye. Now once I've blended the two colours together, I would usually go in with the colour kind of Liar or Factory. These two kind of purpley shimmery colours, just because the other two colours I've applied are quite flat and don't have any shimmer to them, so just to add a touch of that back into the crease to really give that a little bit more depth and that slight bit of shimmer as well. Adding that into both eyelids there. And with this part you can be quite rough and you don't have to be very precise because you then are going back in with the blending brush to just smooth out any errors you may have made and just making it look much neater. Just going in with one of the lighter colours again into the crease there and in the corner to create that kind of outside V, just to give that outside V more depth as well. and then of course blending it out. So once those have blended out nicely, you can always go back over them. I'll then apply a few generous coats of the Benefit RollerLash. Once I've then applied quite a thick coat of mascara, just a couple of coats as well, I will then move on to the bottoms of my eye. So what I tend to do is do my mascara first and then add some colour under my lower lash line, and I'll go in first of all with the colour Nuna, which is the first crease colour I use, and just tip my head forward so it doesn't go into the lashes, and just slowly start to apply that on the lower lash line. Now I find, because I have quite small eyes, doing this under the lash line instead of in the waterline gives my eyes that depth, but doesn't make them look any smaller than they already are. And then go in with one of the shimmers. I'm going with the colour Liar, and just adding that on top of the lower lash line colour. Slightly dragging that up as well onto the top half of my eye, I quite like it to connect the top eyeshadow to the lower lash line. My go-to lipstick at the moment is this Maybelline Colour Drama lip pencil. I think this is an amazing dupe for the MAC Velvet Teddy, and it's so easy to apply because it's in this pencil, and it is nearly half the price of Velvet Teddy, which I know is a really popular matte colour. I definitely recommend this as a kind of long-lasting, durable lipstick. Because it's the pencil as well, I find that I don't need any lip liner either, which is another great thing. So this is the kind of finished look of my go-to makeup routine at the moment. I'm hoping that it's not too long, but I thought I really wanted to talk through all the products. So yeah, my kind of finished look. I really hope you'd enjoyed this. I haven't done a makeup tutorial in ages, and I've been tweaking with the settings on my camera, so I'm hoping that this will be a lot clearer to see what I'm doing. I hope it comes across on the camera as it does in real life, and I really hope you like it, and let me know if you use any of the products or what you thought of them. And yeah, so just let me know what you think, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in my next video.